Hello my friend and welcome to my channel. Today we've got Happy Birthday Krystan at Screamin' Mimi 23, a collaboration hosted by Tinkerbell 1970s and Lock Nails Monster. Our theme was Gradient Nature. Here we go. I'll be using Zoya. This is Moki. And I am using some nail tips today. I'll be applying them to my fingertips towards the end. These are kind of longer. They're almond shaped and longer tips. So I'm betting these are probably the Betty Cora tips. I'm going to top that with the I&M out the door. Quick dry top coat. Makes it all dry down quick. I like it. Alright, I'll be using Maniology MXM 107. This is one of those stamping plates that it was like the national parks or something. So here we go. I'm going to clean it off with some acetone and some alcohol. Get it ready to play. I'll be using Maniology. This one is Acorn. And I've got a bunch of stampers out. Got my little scraper too. So I'm going to pick up these larger images. It's like Rocky Mountains, Yosemite, you know, just the parks. I'm not going to leave the names at the top. Yep, that's Yosemite. And this one's Grand Canyon. And I've actually gotten to, I think, visit almost all of these. If not all of them. Grand Canyon, you know, that kind of thing. So we're going to do some decal work today, and I know it's kind of overkill. These images are so big, and even though I am using longer nails, they're still, I'm only going to get to use parts of these, but we're just going to do them anyway. Yellowstone. Yep, I'm digging it. Love it. I finally get to use this plate. I've had it in my collection a while. I didn't really know what I was going to do with these. I was excited when I got them, but now I have a reason. Nature. I'm going to clean off my my scraper and my stamping plate with some acetone. Flip that over. And I didn't have to use those. I could have used the one in the big one in the center, but oh well. Here we go. I'll be able to use that next time. Wipe it over with some alcohol, take that fogginess off of it. And I do have some of the stamping plate cleaner from Clear Jelly, but we'll use it eventually. We'll be using Zombie Hut and my little Maniology detail brush here. I'm going to pull out other colors too, so don't worry. We're not just using just one. We're going to pull out some other colors here in just a moment. And I'm going to use, I don't know, several colors, I guess. You know, very nature-esque. And before I forget, I should have a link down below with hashtags for over on Instagram. And then also a list of participants if available. I do encourage you to go over there onto the Instagram and check out all the other manicures. You might find something very inspiring. In on this with a bunch of other wonderful ladies over on Instagram. So, and if anything, go check out Krystan's Instagram channel. Go flip that over and give it a look-see. Looks good. And now I've got to figure out where I'm starting on this next image. I do like to go through all of the stampers using my one color that I'm using, and then let them dry in between changing colors. That way I don't end up, you know, getting any muddled colors, you know, where they kind of bleed together or whatever. Such pretty images. I'm loving these. So excited I got to use them. Next up, we're using Front Page, also by Maniology. Oh, and I do have a discount code down in the description box if you'd like to get, you know, some money off your order. I got all the information listed in the description box if you're interested. And this one I just used just the brush. I did put a dot out on my mat, but for this particular image, I was able to just kind of tap it in with the brush from the bottle. It's going to take me a lot longer to paint that in with that little detail brush. But now I've got the detail brush kind of getting into the little nooks and crannies, the little tiny spaces. I have a feeling this front page is going to get used a lot. It's just like the perfect gray. There we go. Heading on to the next image. And we're going to use some of that gray on this one here. And I know the theme was gradient, and mine's technically not so gradient maybe, but I kind of felt like it was, like using the different colors on the stamper. But not officially, no, it's not a gradient manicure. But we're hoping it works. Look, I turned it in and I didn't get knocked down, so I'm going with it. What it is I had something in my head, but then when I actually sat down to start doing the manicure, it morphed, as sometimes they do. Because I do believe, originally I was just going to do like a gradient and just stamp. But then when I pulled these images, I realized that's really not going to work. Because there was water, trees, mountains. So we just changed as we moved on into it. And that's okay. I have to say, I really did like how this turned out. Oh, I'm getting all messy over there. But I didn't ruin it. You got to be careful. I used to would go over my stamped image with some of the Wet n Wild clear and let it dry and then paint over top of that. But I was getting all, brave or crazy and decided to just not do that part and just jump right into filling them in. So sometimes that can cause problems, and sometimes it's okay. Just bebopping along here. Another long video from the Moon Baby Nails. You're gonna have to excuse me, things are blooming here. Sinuses are really just a year-round problem for me. Stuffy noses. And I promise it'll get worse before it gets better. So you might have some really wild sounding videos. Next we have Splash. That's going to be my blue for all the water parts of these today. Kind of appropriate that it's Splash. Splish Splash. And these do take a while to fill in. A lot of people don't have patience for things like that. And what I say to those kind of people is you don't have to do decals to go on all of the nails. You could do an accent nail. Kind of, pick one and just go with it. And that's actually how I got started. But when I realized what a nail junkie I was, it's like they all turned into accent nails. Just so much polish, so many images, and so little time. I mean, I can only change up my nail polish every so often. So I do it as often as I can, and it's still not enough. I know, big world problems here, right? And I think these look cool even on this side, the blobs and the colors. I think they're cute. And now back to the big brushing, because we can. It does make it go by a lot faster when you can do that. Oh, it's so pretty. And this one's a waterfall. And with those other polishes being dry, I don't have to worry about the green or the gray getting mixed in with my blue. Very cool. See what that looks like. Yep, pretty excited. And you actually could like use this one image and go across 2 or 3 nails with it, but I couldn't commit to that, so I'm going a little overboard doing all of them. But you guys know this is playtime for me, and playing is my thing, and I really love it. So the more the merrier. And like I said earlier, I know a lot of people don't want to put this kind of effort into a single manicure, but guys, this is good stuff here for me. This is happy place, fun times, all that goodness. I love it. I absolutely have a blast playing like this. So I'm going in again to make sure I got everything covered and there ain't no peekaboo holes in there. Alright, next up we've got Renaissance from Maniology, and this is going to be like my smoke from, I believe it's Old Faithful. I can't guarantee it because I've already lost the name of the park above it, but I'm betting this is Old Faithful. And if not, it doesn't matter what it is. That's what I'm using it for. And it really does kind of look a lot like the front page that I used for the mountains and everything, but at least I knew it was a little different. And here we go with Soya, and this is Cinnamon. I'm going to use this to go in on that little bitty bit. And now to clean off my stampy mat. Get off everything I can. And then we're going to, I let those dry for a good bit, and now I'm going in with the Wet n Wild Clear. And I know a lot of people ask, why do you do this? Well, it holds the whole decal together. Since the paints, the polishes all went on in layers, they can separate because they dried differently. But I also like it because it keeps them pliable and not let them get crunchy. Alright, so we're using the Vibrant Vinyls Get a Grip. And this is my sticky base coat. I'm going to put this on all of the nails, and that way when I go to transfer my decals, they transfer well and stick good. The thing about decals like this that you can see I'm having trouble with is you have nothing to see through. It's all like totally covered up. So I am patting that down and making sure it's sticking well, and I'm going to move on to the next one, let that kind of like adhere, stick, and dry just a little bit. You can tell I'm having a lot of trouble placing these because there's nothing to see through anymore. I painted it all. Oh, got a little wrinkle down there. I think it'll be okay. Alright, we'll take care of this excess here in just a moment. I'm just going through placing all of them right now. I want to get the waterfall and some of the cute trees. There we go. Tap, tap, tap. And I really was excited about this one. Alright, get this turned around. I had it upside down. Sorry, guys. I'm very excited I finally got to use that plate. I can say that much. Yay. Alright, so since these are on nail tips, I'm able to go in with my little scissors up real close all the way around, where normally if they were on my nails, I could only do just the bits, you know, on the sides a little bit maybe. But with this one, I'm able to do this because they are on nail tips, which is really nice. Really, really nice. I will be getting back to doing regular manicures on my natural nails here before too long. I have finally turned the corner, and things are looking better. I have been wearing like a rubber base coat and a gel top coat just to keep my nails, you know, from peeling and shredding and breaking and all the things. This, I'm going in with some acetone just to kind of clean those edges up and melt that decal down to the nail a little better. Once that is all done, I'm going to go over the tops of these with the smudge-free top coat from Maniology, because this side of the decal has not had anything on it yet, and I didn't want to smear them. Once that's dry, I'm going in with the Eliana's Collection Quick Dry Top Coat. It's a glossy top coat. I'm going to try to use it up so it can be done. Using up some of these things out of my collection. Very nice. Alrighty, we're going to go in with the little glue tabs and struggle bus, because you know these are always struggle. These ones especially are a problem because they sometimes tear apart while you're trying to pull them. But we got it, and on goes the nail. Mush mush. Alright, here is the first swatch photo. I do have 3. I won't continue to keep doing this. I'm probably going to stick with my basic pose. But I just thought it'd be fun to try some new stuff. I want to thank you for watching. Until next time, be good to yourself.